haters talking about.
What's up, family? A principal allegedly tackled an 11-year-old girl. You heard that right, family. Tackled an 11-year-old girl. But that's not all. He's also said to have ripped 3 braids from her head during a disciplinary procedure caught on school cameras. This so-called principal is now on leave during a police and district investigation. Micaiah Price filed a police report with the Madison Police Department in Wisconsin after hearing from her daughter, a student at Whitehorse Middle School, about the incident that transpired on February 13. She was crying and her lip was cracked, bleeding, and she handed me 3 of her braids that were pulled out of her scalp, Price said. Pastor Marcus Allen, who is acting as a spokesperson on behalf of Price and her family, said acting principal Rob Muller-Owens, a positive behavior support coach and reportedly a 2016 guest of the White House for his work with restorative justice, had fallen on top of the girl, according to family accounts. The pastor said he was told that the girl and her friend had entered the bathroom and sprayed perfume on themselves. When they returned to the classroom, the scent aggravated the teacher's allergies, and she asked who was responsible for the smell. When none of the students would come forward, she called Muller into the room. Muller targeted the little girl, forced her outside of the classroom by pushing her, and from what the pastor says that he actually saw with his own eyes on the tape is that the principal fell on top of her, and he remained there for 10 to 15 seconds. Now, what I want to know is, how in the hell do you accidentally fall on somebody and remain on top of them for 10 to 15 seconds? I don't know how the girl's braids were pulled out. See, this is clearly a case of assault. Even if he just pushed the girl, her braids, she would not lose 3 braids from her scalp. This is clearly an attack. This girl was assaulted. And at the minimum, the principal should be charged with child endangerment, some type of child abuse or something. He needs to be charged. This should be a criminal complaint. And it go beyond that also. Hit him with the criminal charges first, and then hit the school with a civil liability for hiring him in the first place. I can guarantee you, if you look into his record, you will find other cases similar to this. You will find many other cases of him being aggressive with students, because this is not something that happens by chance. This is by design. This is a character. This is part of his character. This is a behavioral pattern. This is pathological. I guarantee you, he got this in all throughout his record as a school administrator. This is the type of people that are at these schools dealing with our kids. Many of these people who work at the schools these days, they don't love the children. They don't even love what they do. They just go there to pick up the check and they're gone. Now, don't get me wrong. We had those type of people back in my day too, when I was in school. But it just seems to be a proliferation of them now. I mean, they're everywhere. It seems to be very pervasive. And I don't know what can be done. The pastor says the mother is not commenting. However, she has hired an attorney. That's what I'm talking about, lawyer. The mother says that her daughter is afraid to go back to school. A school, coincidentally, that the mother has worked as a substitute teacher at, Whitehorse Middle School. She said that the school administrators did not call her and they did not provide medical attention to her daughter, who happened to walk away with a bald spot from her braids being pulled out. The school administrators did not contact her. This sounds personal. The mother worked at the school, so they know who this girl is. They know who her mother is. They did not contact her or provide medical attention to a child, an 11-year-old child. Where they do that at? Oh, that's right. White Horse Middle School. This whole thing just sounds real fishy to me. I'm still trying to figure out, did the principal physically assault her or sexually assault her? Or was it both? I'm going to tell you something. One of these days, these overly aggressive teachers and members of staff at these schools are going to end up in the cemetery for putting their hands on people's kids. No more talk.
What the haters talking about?